The mantra, "It takes a village to raise a child," has never been more vivid and real than the present-day delivery of education right in the face of this national health emergency. The educational landscape has changed altogether while the same essence of education have remained, that no child should be left behind. Lockdowns, quarantine classifications, minimum health protocols have become the norm by which all educational undertakings have been grounded. What was once a noisy and learner-filled hallways and academic classrooms became empty and silent. It seemed as if the world was put on halt, all because of the fear of transmitting and contracting the dreaded COVID-19.
Nobody was ready for what is yet to come. Then, the resiliency of the Department of Education was put on the line as it declared the battle cry, "Education must continue." Hence, the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan was instituted, born out of the deep-seated thrust to make education accessible and available for all, even in the most trying of times. Schools all over the country analyzed its internal resources and capacities and looked beyond the various needs of the school. From there, it was able to make concerted efforts to establish linkages with different external stakeholders, from the provision of basic hygienic kits, then to the different school supplies to aid modular learning, down to the turnover of various technological equipment that will assist teachers and students in the delivery of distance learning. All these undertakings have been instrumental for the attainment of the goals as laid down in the Learning Continuity Plan of schools.
Now, more than ever, the important role of the varied external factors affecting the operations and existence of schools have been highlighted. The systems and processes by which educational service delivery will run the course have become clearer. The great fear of the unknown tomorrow has been eradicated. Teachers and schools alike have operated with the assistance of its stakeholders. Local government units, from the barangay up to the provincial levels, have signified their intentions in making the continuity of education a reality by allocating valuable resources in support for various programs and projects. Private groups, organizations, and individuals have heard the pleas and clamors and have responded as part of their individual and corporate social responsibility. With all of these undertakings, we see that the spirit of bayanihan is all at work.
In all of this, we see the interplay of all the external factors that have affected the schools all over the country. Hence, their existence is noteworthy and as such must be acknowledged as part of both the solution and challenges. Some crucial realizations from this interplay is first, connectivity and collaboration among school leaders and education partners are very important. More so, not only important, but a key determining factor that will direct the path leading towards the attainment of educational goals. The teaching learning endeavors of any school will always be the prime indicator of how dynamic the partnership by and between school leaders and educational partners.
Second, the use of varied technology in the educational service delivery is just as important as the programs and projects that schools have and will undertake in relation to their contextualized circumstance. Whether the delivery is through online modality, digital, or the much more traditional printed, the use of whatever available technology will always be a transport mechanism by which the objectives of the programs and projects are deemed, attained, or otherwise.
And finally, the most essential educational partner that the school can readily tap, its parents and guardians, are the local point by which all the other factors are anchored upon. The key role, the synergy of the many external factors is considered irreplaceable, as their involvement is crucial in the overall strength of the school and the teaching-learning process, instilling within them the responsibility as well as their duties will afford the schools the potentials that are just waiting for the unlocked right